So great. So now we will go little bit back. This is our teen self. In teen self, our primary need is getting comfortable with discomfort. So we want to explore out of the boundaries. So if some boundaries were set for us, we want to go beyond it. Right? And this is the time, this completely, as I said, astral body is completely, fully firmly attached to the body, and causal body is coming. So causal body is the root of our purpose, our individuality, our own ego, like why we are born. No, sometimes you completely disconnect from what your parents, until you are 14, your goals and your parents' goals were same. At the age of 14, you think different from parents. You start trying to get separate. You wanted to go away from parents. You want to go away from what is set for you. You want to explore the unknown. So these things happen. And fidelity is, this is what it is. Like, you want to try out many things. The exploration. You want to be non-committed during this time. Like, you don't want to stick to one boyfriend or one girlfriend. You want many people. Or you don't want to stick to one career. You suddenly want to be a doctor, next day you want to be an engineer, the very next day you want to be a lawyer, or whatever. So that's the basic aspect of it, like, getting to know things. Getting to know things, getting to explore things. And here, the basic thing, the basic problem is identity versus role confusion. Like, there is always this confusion of who am I? What is my identity? So then here, the first time you explore something called identity crisis. If your this teenage has been proper, you will have a strong identity. You know who you are. Otherwise, you will carry this role confusion. So wherever you are confused. So whatever be the fixed dimensions or fixed thing you are given, whatever post you are given, you don't know what to do. Because there is this, that self is confused and you carry that confusion a lot. So this is the polarity you experience. Yeah. And you wanted to be independent from family, you want to put all together. And potentially issues from this development stage are like being sexually shy or inhibited. And having an inappropriate need for others' approval. Even during adulthood, you have always this need for others' approval. Using substance or destructive behavior to cope with discomfort in life. Like, this is most of the today's world is undergoing it. Because no one really knows how to deal with that transition. Right? Feeling socially inadequate. You are not comfortable with social circles. Like I faced. Like, I used to have issues with dealing with social, like, I cannot socialize easily. So because in my teenage I had undergone a lot of confusion, a lot of issues. I was put up in a hostel. I had many things to deal with. And feeling overly self-conscious about physical appearance. Like, even if you see someone, they are very much conscious about how they look. Even when they are 60, 70. Because this issue is coming from teenage self. So overly, it's good to have give that importance for how we look, but overly indulging and overly getting this too much is always bad. These are some issues we carry, and could you identify? Anyone could identify with any of the issues?
Yes, I could.
Wonderful. You can just identify what is more in this lesson. Just identify so that you know where you are lacking or what is troubling you. Most of the times, knowing the problem is important rather than solution. If you know what is the problem, solution is readily available, right? So are you sexually shy or inhibited? Do you excessively depend on others for approval? And do you use any addictive substances or do you resort to any destructive behavior like gambling, sex addiction, etc. to cope up with discomfort in life? I had this. Like I had a lot of issues dealing with my. I had a lot of addiction issues. I addicted to smoking, and I was addicted to sex like anything. And I have almost. I think now I am able to get over, but earlier I used to go to prostitutes, and I used to feel really frustrated. There is a lot of frustration. And do you feel socially inadequate? Like you feel like I'm not. I don't deserve to be in that group. This is coming from the teenage self. Like in teenage, what happens is we want to be with the groups, and even as a teenager, just to find that belongingness, just to get into that peer group, we do some things. Right? Like if there is a group who is smoking, we also want to smoke, so that we belong there. We drink so that we belong. That belongingness, we want that belongingness in that group. So I also had to deal with many issues, even when I was as a pyramid society member. I always wanted to be belonged.
Yes.
So there is a lot of this feeling of abandonment, fear of abandonment. So I used to do whatever they ask, like just to be in that group, just to feel like I'm part of them. Otherwise I'm lost. I don't know who I am. So they give that sense of identity for me, right? And do you feel overly self-conscious about your physical appearance? You can just think to yourself, reflect upon yourself. So, shall we do the process? Anyone remembering something of their teenage issues, teenage problems? I don't know,
I think all of that to a degree everyone experiences, but overly again maybe because there is a wounded child, so I was extremely conscious of my physical appearance. I think overly conscious of my physical appearance. मैं सुबह मुझे like 6:45 की ट्रेन पकड़नी होती थी to go to Churchill. I used to get up at 4:30 to dress up for college. So today I realize it was an extreme thing. Every hair has to be in place. Every like whatever little bit of makeup and all. बहुत ज़्यादा consciousness कि it becomes a stress factor in your life.
So the idea here is not to judge the teenage self. So whatever we have done in the past, it is not like telling like what.
I still get laughed at for this, like my siblings and all. Even till today they tease me.
This is important.
कि
Today
तुम
you are carrying that.
थी अपने तैयार होने के लिए कि तुम कितनी obsessed थी अपने looks के साथ. तो मैं अगर भूलना भी चाहूँ तो there are lot of reminders.
See, now you are not. That is what is important. See, doing that at that point of time is the right thing. If you would have not done that at that point of time, many people, what I call it as, even at 30 or 40, they get into teenage.
Yes, I heard.
I see that, like really until then they are in a protective space of their parents or protective space of their spouses, they cannot really experience what it is to rebel or to get into social gatherings, to have a peer group, to find your own true self. At 30 or 40 they start, because body has grown,
Yeah.
mind has not grown.
Mine is.
So it's important, like, we undergo those experiences at those point of time, so that we are liberated. So that is very important.
A lot of women,
Yes.
it's difficult to accept aging. I think more so for women than for men. So they plus 30, 35, 40, they're still wearing teenager clothes, trying to look young, behave like teenagers. I think so. It all stems from here.
Yeah. This is the
Not
problem.
being able to age gracefully and go on with it.
Yeah, because mind is growing at a different pace than body. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So mind, the problem is there is certain environments, they are like, they are not allowed to do that. But mind has to grow. So that's why it's naturally that is occurring for them.
So today I'm very comfortable with, not really bothering about my appearance. I'm not obsessive over it as I used to when I was like 16, 17 or whatever. So was that a natural phase?
Natural, yes.
It was a natural phase.
So thought pattern has changed.
Okay.
Anyone else want to share anything?
I've had some reverse experience like
Uh-huh.
from them.
Hmm.
Before my college, I used to do makeup and look very nice, hairstyle and everything. But when I entered to my college in first year, I used to get 10 proposals a day. I was fed up of that. Then I started putting oil in my hair and go like very ugly look in my 3 years college in next year.
That is woundedness. That is what is like, some experience had happened and that experience had defined you. So that's the wound. So that's what we need to.
That is reflecting still now. Till now I'm not doing any makeup.
Yeah.
My husband tells me do makeup. I don't do it.
Yeah, that's the problem. We need to resolve that wound. Because
So she's scared to get too much attention?
yeah, it's also like, I'll share one thing. Like, because I used to counsel or regress many women, and many people had issues with their beauty. And many people had psoriasis or this or that, a lot of skin problems.
Okay.
And everywhere I have experienced that I have seen the same similar pattern. One is like, they had been sexually abused.
Okay.
And what they feel is, because I am beautiful, see, as a child, as an immature, even as an immature adult, when someone is trying to abuse us, we take the guilt. Right? Like someone is giving us too much attention, you are taking the guilt. So the whole point here is we need not take the guilt for being abused. We can tell ourselves we are innocent. That's their journey. So whatever we feel, we can do. But we need not do something just to avoid something or just out of fear. So if you are doing something out of fear, there is a wound. If you are doing something out of love, there is no wound. So that's what we need to get through. So we need to get into that state where we do things out of love instead of out of fear. So that's the whole point of this workshop. Right? So we need to address, okay, when this memory had surfaced, now we can relate, okay, this is the reason I had made this choice. Now I liberate myself from that choice. Now I take a decision, what is appropriate for me at this point of time. Instead of past deciding as what we need to do at this point, We take a decision right now and we become free. We become liberated from that past. Okay?
Okay.
Any other questions or any other things you want to share? Only girls are sharing. Boys are feeling uncomfortable. Huh?
Don't have anything.
They are feeling shy.
Yes.
I know.
Now you got it.
Yeah.
They are feeling shy. They are feeling being judged.
This is, very prevalent in the boys.
Yes.
Even at home, they don't want to discuss their issues. They'll discuss it within their boys' circle, but they don't want to discuss
Even
it at
within
home.
boys' circle, they don't.
They don't discuss.
I have never heard. We discuss, but not discuss very deeper things.
I taught teenage children, 13 to 15, 16 years at Dhirubhai Ambani International School. And a very advanced lot of children come there. They are very rich. They have a lot of exposure to things. And then there is a tendency at that age to fall for teachers also. They do get attracted to their teachers also. Now it's a very open environment in DAIS. We encourage the children to be open. So we discuss a lot of sexual matters and inhibitions that children might have. We discuss openly so that they don't feel bottled inside and they're able to share their concerns. Again, the girls do it more willingly. Even with male teachers, boys don't want to do it. So the urge to satisfy the sexual need, can be hormonal at that time because there is a certain surge of hormones biologically happening in the body. Is it also because of a wounded inner child somewhere that it gets?
Yes. That's true.
I'm trying to understand from my own knowledge so
Yes.
that if somebody needs counseling, I can help.
Yeah, that's true.
So it is hormonal as well as there is a deeper psychological need.
Yeah.
So,
There is fear of judgment.
there is fear of judgment.
Yeah. Like
So
fear of.
then these decisions, like I had one child who had a major crush on one of the teachers. वो बहुत obsessive हो गया था वो teacher से. So parents also got concerned and all. Why is he doing this for the teacher? And without giving much thought, a lot of boys tend to go to prostitutes without realizing the repercussions of that. Because when you expose yourself to that kind of activity, you can be at risk of so many things happening in your life. Yeah. So this was the only case I encountered where he started going to the prostitutes, and then he fell sick physically. There was a chance that he might have contracted HIV/AIDS, but later on, thankfully. But then he woke up and he came to his senses, कि मैं जो कर रहा हूँ बहुत गलत कर रहा हूँ. And we realized in school that it's not just hormones, that it is more than hormones that is working on him. Because he came from a very fluent background, and for him to be going to Kamathipura every third, fourth day was not making sense. So now I can understand, where it all comes from.
Yeah.
But such children need help. We need
Yes.
to encourage the boys to share their concerns and
Yeah. That is really needed.
Yeah.
And most of the time, sexual matters women can discuss with their mothers.
Yeah, girls वैसी थोड़ी open होती हैं.
Yeah.
अगर if the mothers
And-
are open.
Yeah.
हाँ.
And for boys, it's really difficult. They cannot
Ah.
open up with their fathers. Fathers don't speak,
Yeah.
and it is like they really cannot deal with it. And that's why there is a lot of perversion, and it is very important that we address. So whatever is troubling us, we really need to address,
Yeah.
and it's really important. Thanks for bringing this up. Thank you for sharing.
Society also described it as a wrong thing.
Yeah, that's a major issue.
That is a mean.
Yeah.
We need to change our mindset. Then
Yeah.
only some crimes will stop.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
There is a guilt. There is a guilt, like they say, like being sexually proactive, or being this thing, like there is a lot of inhibitions, lot of like so far, like until now, the tradition has shown, like, you know, being like a macho. That has been respected. Like even if you see some films which are in 2000s or in 90s, their heroes used to tease heroines a lot. So that's the pattern which had been traditionally accepted. So men is always trying to follow the role models, which are Bollywood heroes. Now again, what happened? Again, women liberation movement, women empowerment movement had started, and we see new acts like, you know, you cannot tease. Eve teasing is punishable, right? And then boys are completely lost. They are lost, completely lost. Because so far they have been seeing that is what is being a man. You chase a girl, you hunt for her attention, you get love, you win. You know, girl is seen as something to be hunted, as a deer in the forest. Man is a hunter. So they used to do this way of dealing, and now they are really confused because they cannot include into someone, and also they cannot get someone easily.
And
So-
they cannot share with their friends because their ego gets hurt. They will laugh at him.
Yeah, ego is hurt, and also there is a deeper guilt. Like, see, I am not self-dependent. Now I need to depend on someone, or there is a lot of guilt also, like, because society is not accepting, right? So when we were only men, we used to discuss all those things freely when there were no girls in our office. And then when we had girls, we have to shut up because law-wise it is not allowed. Law-wise we are not allowed to. It is good. It is really good. You know, we cannot make provocative statements. We cannot make that kind of teasing, or we cannot do all this sexual activity in the workplace. So there is a strict sexual harassment policy which had come up. So all those things had really helped. And only thing is the channeling of men, this sexual energy or these urges, how they can channel it and how properly the things can be managed. They need to learn. I think it's something like, you know, what I was feeling, men has to little bit wait for things to get surfaced. Otherwise, nowadays the whole thing is, if you see news, Me Too movement, and even celebrities, politicians are being dragged into it. Right? They have done something wrong 10 years back, and they are being dragged into these things freshly, and you know, it is really confusing for man actually how to deal exactly. So the whole thing is we need to also appreciate and accept our masculinity, as well as be sensitive. Like, you know, instead of going in hunting, it should be like, you know, ask permission. Like, you know, see if someone is interested or not. So really communicate with the heart. So that's what man has to learn also. Because most of the times man is not communicating with the heart. Man is communicating with his strength and brain.
That I wanted to tell you.
Yeah.
And yet seeking love.
That's why they
Seeking-
are not so
everyone-
open.
Seeking love.
Open
Seeking love,
नहीं करते
everyone
ये लोग,
wants
बहुत
love.
चलाक होते हैं।
Yeah.
देखा कह रहे सच्ची बात। मैं कहा डैड लोग बहुत चलाक होते हैं, ओपन बुक नहीं करते अपनी कभी भी, क्योंकि उनको लगता है आगे का स्टेटस ऑफ माइंड पता नहीं कैसे है,
हाँ।
वो हमको कहीं गलत ले गया, और फिर है ना बिल्कुल दिल से अपना ही समझते हैं सब कुछ बोल देंगी, बाद में सोचेंगे अरे इसने मैंने ऐसे बोल दिया, उसने तो मजाक बना दिया, बाद में रोती रह जाएगी। तो जेंट्स का अच्छा ले लो, ओपन बुक मत बनो, और लेडीज का अच्छा ले लो कि दूसरे से थोड़ा जेंटलमैन उसको बनाओ। एक औरत में इतनी पावर है सर कि वो किसी आदमी को है ना राक्षस भी बना सकती है, और वही उस आदमी को भगवान भी बना सकती है। मीन्स इतना पावर है उसमें। सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम की मूर्ति है।
Ideally, my take would be औरत जो आदमी को बनाने का छोड़ के खुद का बनाने को सोचना पड़ेगा.
हाँ एग्जैक्टली.
And so far, like you know, Aurat had been looking for men and looking outside. Instead of that, women should look inside and start nurturing themselves.
Yes.
And
But
man,
you know, Shravan, it is easier said than done.
that's true. It takes time.
Social
Really, there's no-
Arguments, comments है,
Right,
लेकिन
right.
वैसे कहना नहीं चाहिए being a lady candidate, लेकिन कभी भी किसी भी लड़के को, आप कोई भी हो, कितना भी worst है, कभी भी किसी लड़के को इसलिए गलत नहीं बोलना चाहिए. लेडीज खुद उसको पहले ही ऐसा कुछ करेंगी, बिहेवियर हो, बॉडी लैंग्वेज हो, वो तो चंचल बना ही हुआ है ना, तो फिर वो आएगा तो उसको क्यों बोलते हो? अपने कपड़े ढंग से पहनो, अपने ढंग से बात करो, तो no gents can come to you.
I don't agree with that. That's
नहीं, मैंने
responsibility outside that.
Let us not get into debate of this.
हाँ, okay, okay.
Now we are
But
getting
that's
into
I
real
told you
teenage
earlier.
selves.
It is arguments
It's,
only, but
I would,
this is true.
See,
In
the
society.
thing is, see, you are coming from a different generation.
Yeah.
She is coming from a different generation.
Ah, that is
There is a different family background, and here people are coming from a different generation,
general
different
idea
family
of
background.
society, yeah.
Hmm? See, ideally, if women, I cannot judge what they have to wear, what they should not wear. Men, what they should do, they should not do. That is nothing to do in our perspective. The thing is, we need to heal our own teenage self. So we need to really go to our core and understand what issues we had as a teenager, right? And then we have to really address that. Because if we don't resolve those things, we carry those things. Like even now, like whatever we have done as a teenager, we carry that. We don't complete that course of being a teenager. So we need to complete that course. Okay? So shall we do the process quickly? Yeah, running out of time. Yes. So quickly for 5 minutes we'll do the process. Close your eyes. You can have your inner child with you. You can get those pillows if you want. Huh? So take a few deep breaths. Take few deep breaths. Feel comfortable. Go to the point of time where you are experiencing this puberty, where you are experiencing these new aspects in your body. Look at that part of yourself. Look into the eyes of that self. So what it is feeling? Acknowledge those feelings. What kind of emotional disturbances you are undergoing? What are the significant experiences and memories you had during that time when you were transitioning, when you were in your 9th class, 8th class, 10th class, 11th, 12th? Go to that part. What kind of experiences you were having with your friends? What were you listening from them? What kind of these thoughts, these opinions of your peers, of your friends have taken deeply rooted into yourself. What kind of thoughts your parents were having on you? How you felt being around parents? Whether you had accepted your puberty, whether you had accepted your teenage, or were you guilty? So how did you feel these bodily changes? How did you react? Just look at that self which is confused, that self which is looking for validation, that self which is looking for acceptance, that self which is trying to take huge risks to win appreciation and acceptance from your peers, from the opposite sex, or from your parents. What guidance it was seeking? What is making it? What kind of emotional issues or what kind of understanding issues? What kind of role issues it was having? What it is thinking of itself? So how it is handling rejection? If someone had rejected them, someone had said something harsh to them, what kind of reactions it had made? How are you dealing with no attention or over attention you are getting from the opposite sex? What kind of decisions you had made at that time? What kind of conclusions and judgments you had made? Look at the eyes into the teenage self. Look into that innocent self which is not knowing and which is assuming guilt, which is assuming responsibility, which is assuming responsibility for parents not approving them, which is assuming responsibility for rejection, which is assuming responsibility and trying to cope up with the challenges the world, society inside home, society outside home is throwing at him or her. Be empathic towards that part of yourself. Embrace that part of yourself. Say that I am coming from future. I'm sorry for not being there with you. will be able to help you through this transition. Say that it's okay to feel rejected. It's okay to have all this discomfort in your body, discomfort in your mind. It's okay to seek approval. And say that I approve you. Say to that part, say to that teenage self that I approve you. I accept you as you are. I accept you as you are. I love you as you are. You deserve love. You deserve appreciation. It's okay to feel confused. You are a strong person. You are a kind-hearted person. Say whatever you feel, whatever that inner child deserves, whatever the teenage self deserves. And take the inner child closer to your heart. Give a nice hug. Deserve all the love, deserve all the affection. You deserve all approval. It deserved everything what it wanted. So slowly when you are ready,